Hi, Flick here from the Nerd Soapbox, and today we're at the 2023 Pasadena Comic Con with a special guest. Our guest is an actor and an environmental activist, best known to the Nerd Soapbox gang for playing Dr. Victor Ehrlich on the television series St. Elsewhere, as well as co-hosting the Green Living reality show with his wife, titled Living with Ed. We're about to talk to Ed Begley Jr. Hi Ed, how are you?
Good, Flick, how are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. So how's your con so far?
Very nice. I've never been to a Comic Con before. I've done a few of the autograph shows, but this is great. It's very nice.
Fantastic. How are the fans?
They're great. They're very energetic. They're very enthusiastic. They know a lot of the shows that happened long before they were born. It's amazing.
Me too.
The cosplay is impressive.
So what was your fandom growing up? Were you into sports or comic books or cartoons or cars?
I love Looney Tunes. I watch Looney Tunes every day. They had them on at like after school at about 3:30 or something. I'd watch those. And then, of course, they had cartoons often in the theater before the movie would start. And then, I love comic books. I had Superman comic books, and I was most fond of Superman. But then I got onto Mad Magazine.
Oh, I love Mad Magazine.
Great, and I had nearly every one for years, and I finally, sold it because it was too much to carry around when I would move.
Wow, I love those fold-ins in the back.
Yeah.
Well, so how did growing up the son of the renowned actor Ed Begley Sr. shape your decision to pursue acting as a career?
I wanted to do what my dad did. I think if he'd been a plumber, I'd be fitting pipe now.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, but he was an actor, and I thought, well, that looks easy. Let me do that. Somebody get me a TV series. I want to do Wagon Train. I want to do Gunsmoke. Get me a show. I didn't know there's actual work involved. And fortunately, I learned that and started to study. Then I got a job.
Well, okay. So you played Dr. Victor Ehrlich at St. Elsewhere, and the show had an amazing cast, including William Daniels, Norman Lloyd, Denzel Washington, among others. Could you share with us maybe a favorite backstage memory with one or two of these guys?
Some of the best backstage stuff that happened were pranks pulled by Howie Mandel. He used to love to torture Stephen first, and he would somehow find a way to do it in the most unusual circumstances. Once Howie went in to Snyder Diamond to get some faucets or something, a retail outlet that sells, hardware and what have you in the LA area. He went in there, and some guy made the mistake of saying to Howie Mandel, "Oh, your friend Stephen First was just in here last week." He went, "Was he? Okay." So he gets it. He had Stephen's number already. Called him up and said, "I'm here at Snyder Diamond. We want to know when I take delivery of your sauna. Such and such a date." He was getting like a sauna. Oh no, a hot tub. He said, "Okay. Now we have it on a 4-foot pedestal." I hope that a what? It's on a 4-foot pedestal, and so you will have. How will I get into it? What? It shouldn't be up on any pedestal. And he totally wound him up and had him weeping on the phone. He would do that sort of thing to everybody on the show.
Wow. Could you share with us maybe, do you have a favorite episode or storyline from St. Elsewhere?
My favorite was probably the music video one where we did ZZ Top song. I got to get made up and pretend I was one of the ZZ Top guitar players.
Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, so can you tell me now, was the entire 6-season run of the series just a figment of the imagination of an autistic boy named Tommy Westfall, like the series finale suggested?
That's what they started to do with the final episode. It's their show, and I mean, I love it, whatever they do. It was always innovative and, groundbreaking and extraordinarily true in so many ways, and that was really out there. That was a very wild decision, but some fans didn't like it. A lot of them did because it was pretty bold.
Oh yeah. What did you think of it at the time?
I thought that is really quite nervy. To have the whole thing be, that would mean all those different MTM shows were all a figment of somebody else's imagination. Because we had on different, like Betty White and all those people like that. We had lots of different people from all the MTM shows, and so it was funny. They always got a lot of humor in this show. There was a drama wonderful dramatic work by David Morse, Denzel, and Alfre Woodard, and Bonnie Bartlett, and just great people, Christina Pickles, and then wonderful comedy.
Oh yeah.
That hopefully I provided a little bit of.
Okay, all right, lightning round. I'd like to name maybe a couple of projects you were in and have you share with us maybe a small remembrance or an anecdote about them, okay?
Okay.
6 Feet Under.
Incredible cast. Frances Conroy, just hang on to her coattails and go for a ride.
Oh, all right. Arrested Development.
Mitch Hurwitz, total genius. You know, just the whole cast, everybody. It's just an amazing show. Great writing, great acting.
A Mighty Wind. Christopher Guest.
Okay, Chris Guest in anything, and I got to work in a few of them. Best in Show, Mighty Wind, For Your Consideration.
Spinal Tap.
Yes, Spinal Tap. I just feel blessed to know him. He certainly elevated my game.
Wow. Batman Forever, Joel Schumacher.
Yeah, that was great. I decided to try something bold when I came out for the first rehearsal for the first shot. I'd known Joel Schumacher for a while. He directed me in a TV movie years before.
Right.
I came out, I just kind of did, like an actor known as Franklin Pangborn, I kind of did a Franklin Pangborn sort of a, Mr. Wayne, kind of a little bold, I thought.
Right.
But he went for it. He said, that's it, that's the character.
Wow.
Do it, go for it. So, yeah, he was great. Joel was wonderful to work with.
Better Call Saul.
Oh, come on. Vince Gilligan. I never thought I'd get to work with that man after I fell in love with, you know, Breaking Bad and all that.
Right.
Then Better Call Saul, I saw that and loved that show. Then I get a call, he wants me to do a part in Saul. I'm over the moon. The fact that somebody like that would even speak to me, let alone work with me, I'm just gobsmacked.
Oh, come on.
You're very kind, young man.
Blunt Talk.
Blunt Talk.
Yeah.
Patrick is just wonderful. I mean, he's an amazing actor.
You're no slouch yourself.
Yeah, Jackie Weaver, amazing. You know, I just can't believe in my twilight years here, I still get to work with these incredible people.
One more, Amsterdam.
Oh, David O. Russell is a genius. The movie is brilliant. It's about something very important. And It's funny and charming and heartfelt and brilliantly done.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, Flick. I loved it too.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about your environmental activism and how it began?
I grew up in smoggy LA, so a lot of people that grew up in something like that wanted to make a change. We wanted to do something to end the smog or cut it back or reduce it in some way. And all the stuff that we hoped would work did work. We have 4 times the cars in LA from 1970, millions more people, but a fraction of the smog. That's a big success story. We all did that. You know, by driving cleaner cars, they have cleaner power plants and cleaner buses and cleaner everything. We hoped it would work, it did.
Okay, so for our viewers at home and abroad, can you please share any advice or words of encouragement for those of us that would like to make a positive impact on the environment but just don't know where to start?
People have been overwhelmed with the number of problems for years. Now people are overwhelmed with the scope and the breadth and depth of the solutions. What do? Start simple. Ride a bike if weather and fitness permit. Take public transportation if it's available near you. Home gardening, home composting, energy-saving thermostat, energy-efficient light bulb. All that stuff I just mentioned, very cheap. Start there. You'll not only help the environment, you'll save money. What's wrong with that?
That's fantastic is what it is. Yeah. Wow. Who started the competition between you and Bill Nye to see who could have the lowest carbon footprint and who's winning?
Bill started. He starts everything. I'm going to get him. Actually, I pulled ahead because I moved to a LEED Platinum home. But the only reason he used to beat me in our 2 very similar homes in Studio City when I was his neighbor was he was 1 person living there and we were 3. So, but now he's married and we have, you know, close to the same amount of people because my daughter's moved out. So we're doing pretty good.
The playing field is even now.
It is, but I cheated. I built a LEED Platinum home. I'm not one of those old, beautiful, but 1936 homes that we both had that were, you know, very thin walls. And it's hard to do a lot with that.
Well, what are you working on now?
I'm doing more Young Sheldon. I just did a movie with Barbara Hershey. I loved Amsterdam. I've been reveling in that. And I stay busy. I work a lot.
Are you on social media?
Yes, at Ed Begley Jr. for Twitter And
Okay.
Ed_Begley_Jr for Junior at Instagram.
All right. Well, gee, Ed, thanks for talking to us.
Rick, thank you so much.
All right. All right. Let's see who else we could find at the Pasadena Comic Con. Thank you so much. This is a real treat.
Me too.
You know, I'm actually, in fact, I recycle, you know.
I'll bet you do.
I do.
Jokes.
90% of my jokes are recycled.
I had a feeling.
Okay, I'm going to let myself out now.
Thank you.